Who's your most famous person you got on your phone, you know?
Probably Warwick Davis.
Fireworks attached to his feet while breakdancing. So this guy's like a firework dreidel. What would you class as a misadventure? Like, is that an adventure that doesn't go right, or how it's supposed to be?
I think, it's an adventure that does not go to plan.
I thought the whole point of adventure is they go a little bit off course, you know, they go a little bit.
True.
Have you ever watched Adventure Time? That's literally the whole idea of the show.
Yeah, true.
Cool show. That was the first cartoon I watched where you were like, this is made for kids and like adults. It's pretty weird.
It sort of revolutionized a lot of cartoon TV as well, because that brought about Rick and Morty, I feel.
Do you think? Yeah.
Adult animation changed a lot after Adventure Time, I feel.
Yeah, no, that was cool.
Have you seen Midnight Gospel?
No, I haven't seen that.
Midnight Gospel. Is that what it's called? It's with that podcast guy.
I think you mentioned it before.
It's with that guy. He makes a podcast. Duncan Trussell.
Oh yeah. Oh, Midnight Gospel, sure. I don't know why I just forgot that. Yes, I love the show.
That's made by the same guy who made Adventure Time as well.
Notably because usually when you watch this show, you're not usually in the normal space of mind. You need to be, just like with anything you listen to with Duncan Trussell, if you're sober, you're like, what is this guy talking about, you know?
But when you're not sober, you're like, God, this guy is God.
Yeah, this guy knows everything.
Yeah.
He'll just whip out a phrase. He's like, do you know what like quantum leap theory is? Not even quantum leap theory, but some sort of mad theory, and you're just like, please tell me what that is. I just want to know
how he gets so knowledgeable on all these sort of, niche little
I think
things.
he's a mixture of like a Reddit guy and then a guy who's just experimented with a lot of psychedelics, you know?
Yeah.
But I'd have to know more about him. He's an interesting guy.
He is.
Wow.
Should we get him on?
Yeah. Well, I'll probably phone him up.
Yeah, sweet.
Who's your like most famous person you got on your phone? You know, it could be the smallest celeb ever. Who's the person on your phone who knows who people know the most?
Probably Warwick Davis.
No way, you actually have Warwick Davis.
No, I wish I had Warwick Davis.
Yeah, I was like, you in the midget community? Like,
I can't use that word anymore, I don't think.
What, little people community?
I don't know.
That's crazy though.
Dwarf acceptable?
I think in certain parts of the country though, they do call them dwarfs. But yeah, in the West, maybe we don't call them dwarfs right now. What's the PC version of dwarf? Sorry guys, I didn't mean to offend anyone.
PC version.
I was being a bigot there, wasn't I?
The correct term of dwarf is dwarf or little person, apparently.
Wait, so you can say dwarf? No, because Ben, a dwarf is a real thing. So a dwarf is someone who has misproportionate arms and legs, right?
Person of short stature.
But there's people who are of short stature, but then there's actual dwarfs. Like, we know a guy called James. He's like 5'4", right? But he's not a dwarf, right? Because he has proportionate arms and legs.
Yeah.
I think dwarves, it's a condition where...
Yeah, dwarfism, that's the actual condition.
So I think you're fine to call someone a dwarf, as long as you're not like... Instead of calling him Joe, you're like, yo, what's up, dwarf? You know?
Yeah, that's sort of derogatory. If it's derogatory, then yeah.
It's like the whole thing of calling someone like obese. Like there's places to say it. Like if you're getting assessed by a doctor, they can call you obese.
Yeah.
Not really if you're just at a coffee shop and you stumble across Janice and she's put on a few.
And of course, this is a topic of discussion for cis-het white men only as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, especially on a podcast as well.
What, fat people? I feel like. Yeah, we have quite a few fat people, but other ethnicities have a lot of fat people too, man. You know, we shouldn't just discriminate against ourselves.
True. Shout out to James, by the way.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Watcher of the podcast. I see you liking those posts.
Yeah, is he actually?
Yeah.
You watch the show?
He likes every reel.
He was one of the first Asian guys I've met from like the north. Like I felt like all the Asian guys I met in the UK are rather, the international students, all from down south. But this guy came in with the what was it?
Warrington accent.
Warrington accent. I really was like, whoa.
He's the first Asian guy I've met.
No way.
No.
So I was gonna say, I'm from Gibraltar. There's literally just white people.
Yeah.
That is crazy. No man, we got a lot talked about today, Ben. Welcome everybody to Ed Squared, by the way. I got my teeth removed. I know this has been a running thing. God, Eddie's on about his teeth again. But I came across something, a loophole, if you will, or something we maybe need to think about is, so I just got my teeth removed, and it cost me a bit of money, but the way they go about charging you for this, and I don't know if it's like this in the States, but you undergo the surgery and then you come out to the reception and they're like, here you go, Mr. Dodds, your bill is £80 or whatever. But after taking like 2 teeth out, I was under like so much anesthetic that I didn't know what way was up. So like I knew I had to pay before. I come out of this room and she's just like 77 quid. And that made me think they could have put any amount of money on that screen and I'm just going to be like the social sheep inside of me is just going to be like, yep, paying that. And then what if I look back a couple of weeks later, it's like they charged me 200 quid. Like, dude.
Surely that must be illegal.
Yeah, I think that's why they always recommend to bring someone with you, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm still in that stage where I want my dad next to me still, you know, when I get my teeth out, you know? But they still take your teeth out like they would have done 100 years ago. It is insane.
Yeah.
They literally, like, this guy started by it looks like pliers, just wiggling it, standing on my chest, just like fucking yanking this thing out. It is just like by brute force. And I've been having a rational fear that they never give me enough anesthetic. So during that, I was like, fuck, he's doing it. Okay, I can't feel it. We're good. One's out. But yeah, do you ever have that fear that you see those like extreme cases where someone's undergone surgery and they're conscious the whole time? They can feel everything.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really go into surgery often. So it's not on my mind.
You ever had anything done to you?
But I mean, I have, but it's
not in a surgery.
Yeah.
Something's happened to you, man.
Yeah.
Have you ever had to like go under that anesthetic?
It's not like a constant fear of mine, but you've heard of people who like build up a tolerance against anesthesia as well.
Yeah,
that's a real thing.
No, because smokers as well, they say that, you know, if you're smoking on cigarettes, your skin's not healing quick enough, you know, compared to someone who doesn't smoke. So. And I think that also affects your tolerance, like your weight and your like the amount of drugs you do. I guess that can affect it. But you know, your boy's okay on that. I went under. We're all good. He took him out. But then my guy was just like, I'm an idiot, basically. I've been taking like toothpaste that's like high grade, like medical toothpaste that I was only meant to be on for a month, for like a year, because I thought like that's just what you're meant to do.
Yeah, that's just the normal toothpaste.
I got prescribed this toothpaste and I just assumed, oh, that's the toothpaste you have for the rest of your life. And then it was only until I got the teeth removed and I was with the guy like, oh, I need my toothpaste again. And then this guy goes like, why the fuck have you been taking that? Like, buddy, your teeth are like, you could see that, I don't know, maybe now I've got too much enamel? I don't know. Some dentist word, but I basically was too much of a good guy. I was paying like 9 quid for 2 tubes of toothpaste, dude.
Fucking hell.
Fucking
I get mine
mental.
for like 50p.
Wow, what you rubbing on there, dude? 50p?
Dirt, just fucking dirt. It's a tube of dirt.
Yeah, 50p. From Aldi?
Aldi
toothpaste?
Tesco's, actually.
Damn.
Yeah.
What does that even smell like? I don't know.
It's actually Colgate. It is a Colgate brand.
I don't know if I'd like to give you a kiss after you just put that sort of toothpaste
yeah,
on
maybe
you,
not.
Yeah, no, man.
Yeah, it's because of the toothpaste that you don't want to give me a kiss. Yeah.
I was basically just like ripped into though. This whole experience of getting my teeth out and stuff has just been really humbling. You go in there. This is what the dentist is. You go and be seen by someone with like incredible teeth. And usually they've looked after it. It's like going to the gym and working out with like Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's like,
exactly.
oh, why haven't you been doing this your whole life? Why haven't you doing that? Well, maybe because we're not all brought up by dentists. Like probably a lot of these guys have had a better upbringing. They describe my teeth as like a Rolls Royce, you know? It's not got, I didn't really get the reference. Obviously she's not a comedian, but she was trying to crack
She's
jokes.
not like us.
No, bloody hell. Oh, listen out for this.
See, that's why dentists should stay in the dentist area.
Yeah.
Podcasters
Fuck
stay in
off.
the podcast area.
Now we're going to have no dentists on the pod, man.
Oh.
No, so it would be cool.
Shout out to all the dentists.
It would be really cool to like just have a dentist on here, or like someone in the medical field just like rip us apart. Like, you guys do this, you guys. There's probably a lot of things I could be doing to prolong my life more. Do you ever think about that? You ever, there's this guy on YouTube who tries to prolong his life. If you just type in on YouTube, like reverse age or guy, just put like reverse age guy. This guy is mental. I think his biological age is like 50 or 60, but he's got like the heart of this guy, the top guy. Tycoon spends $2 million on trying to reverse his aging.
This tycoon is 45, but he wants the body of his 18-year-old self. Tech entrepreneur Brian Johnson
Tell me he's
wants
60.
to reverse the aging process in his brain,
Oh,
Here we go.
heart, lungs, liver, kidneys, teeth, skin, hair, everything.
the whole shebang.
Yeah. What do you think about doing that? You're waking up, you've got like an exam, or, you're at uni, Ben. You're down in that green juice, dude, every day? You down in that green juice?
Waking up at 5:30 is probably what would kill me more.
Yeah,
than
that's what you heard.
The green giant concoction.
Yeah. But like, you could think like that. Every action you do, damn, I've been sat down for the last 2 hours. My joints could have been moving. Like, this is like the ultimate hypochondriac. I guess you're just living and trying to. This guy must be rude, and he's got his kids on it. When his kids are turning 18,
His kids are doing the same as well.
Well, when they turn a certain age, this guy is putting them on it. It's called like the blueprint, and I suppose he's probably selling a lot of supplements from it. But
Definitely.
damn,
Have you heard of the carnivore diet? The people who just eat raw meat.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
insane.
Yeah,
that's insane.
I don't know.
I think I saw someone the other day literally just eat a liver just in one gulp.
It's meant to help people with a lot of autoimmune diseases. Famously, like the Peterson family. I don't know if you know someone called Jordan Peterson. He's like a psychologist. His daughter famously like lost so much weight, would actually a joint pain when things like that. But yeah, it seems like even people who don't have the autoimmune thing have now seen people with autoimmune and gone, I might just do that anyway, just because it's a healthier way of living.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if I could cut out all meat. I think I could definitely try eat more meat, but like just red meat and salt.
Just meat.
Yeah.
It's just meat. That's all they
I mean, yeah. They're not even eating chicken though. Like some of the people are just purely red meat, salt.
Raw chicken gives salmonella, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, dude. Okay, they're
you gotta be
this,
careful.
Like, yeah.
Gotta have some sort of boundaries when doing this.
Yeah, no, that's one meal I want to try. Beef tartare, man. That's just like egg. It must egg and diced raw beef, or like I think it's like beef fillet or something.
Getting hungry now. Getting hungry.
Dude.
That sounds good.
Eating, God, but could you ever do that? I mean, you're a fucking vegetarian, so what would you even do? You couldn't do it, right?
I'll just eat nothing.
Yeah, you just be drinking that water. Maybe a liquid diet. I mean, that reminds me.
I could just eat salt, really, because that's part of the carnivore diet, isn't it? Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper, yeah. I wonder how long you'd survive on that. Jesus.
If you get enough salt and pepper.
Dude, this might be a really bizarre question, but where does pepper come from, dude? Like, think about that. Have you ever thought, where does pepper come from?
Peppercorns. Peppercorns.
There you go, peppercorn sauce. There we go. I was literally thinking about that the other day, though. Like, where does
peppercorns grow from stems, don't they?
There you go. Thanks for educating me, Ben. I was cooking the other day, and I was like, okay, salt comes from, obviously, the Himalayas or, like, rock salt, I don't know where. But, like, black pepper? I was like, okay, yeah, thanks for reminding me, Ben.
Oh, that was quite cool.
Yeah, I don't know if you're... Okay. Is that dumb that I didn't know that? Like, is it,
I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, it's
like I've heard of peppercorn sauce, but my brain didn't go there.
Yeah, but I guess so. If you've lived a sheltered life,
yeah, I think
you only hear pepper from
I've only ever lived a sheltered life. I've not lived. I've always lived in a house. I think I'm quite fortunate in that. I don't think I know anyone. Maybe I need to get more. Like lower class, I don't know anyone who's homeless or anything. Maybe I should get more friends. I was thinking that, would it be like ethically wrong if we got a homeless person on the podcast? Because like that's when it gets a bit dodgy, because he's not, we're gonna have to give him money, right? Because he's got no food or anywhere to go.
Two privileged white boys.
Yeah, we're gonna want to poke questions like, oh, what's your favorite sleeping bag? Or but it would be a bit insane. I don't think that would be a good look for us.
No, I don't think so either.
But it would be a good episode. Don't tell me that wouldn't be a good episode.
It would be a good episode, definitely. But yeah.
How would we go about it? Maybe like a homeless couple? That would be cool. But then the viewers know at home, me and you have just been walking around our local area, like scouting for like the best couple.
We already do that.
Yeah, I've been on the look at that for the last 2. I just haven't been able to fucking find one. No, dude. But that's what's happening. You know, my teeth are still a thing, guys. I promise I'll shut the fuck up about it now. I've actually not been drinking for a while. What about you, man? You been hungover recently?
I don't get hangovers at all. I have had one hangover my entire life, and that was the day after my 20th birthday.
Fair.
Happened a lot that night.
Do you ever wonder where that word comes from? Like, hangover, dude.
I've never thought about it once, I'm not gonna lie.
Dude,
never thought about it once, but...
Yeah, it's kind of a word which I was like... But I did some research on it, and there used to be rooms in the side of a pub for the drunks who couldn't make it home to go and, like, hang over this kind of wire thing. Could we just go back to the image you went to before? So, here we go. Yeah, so there's this, like, room of, like, 9 or 10 just absolutely plastered people, just, like, fucking hanging. And that would be the cheapest accommodation you could get, you know? Nowadays, you have hostels. Back then, you literally just hung over a rope. And I'm like, is that... You know, how do you think their backs are feeling in the morning? Dude, you can't be feeling good, right?
See, that's what happened on my 20th birthday.
You were just like...
That's how it ended.
That's how it felt. You know, any of these, like, students who's like, I feel so bad, man. At least you went back to a bed. These guys...
You have a bed to go back to.
These guys... And you know these guys aren't drinking, like, a pint of water before they go to bed. You know, like, now people are like, oh, have some fluids, have some bread before bed.
They're necking down fucking spirits.
And then they just... Yeah.
Jaeger. That's the last thing they taste.
And this brought me on to what we were talking about previously, is like a lot of insomniacs must turn to alcohol to help them fall asleep. Dude, like alcohol is just like, I just pass out so quick. You don't get good quality sleep, but you're just like, you're asleep, right?
Yeah, you knock out.
Yeah, for sure. Should we read why this was the case? I mean, during the Victorian era, the practice of paying a 2-penny hangover was incredibly popular among the country's homeless people. And the term 2-penny hangover was so commonly used that it's made its way into contemporary literature. Yeah, so the hangover is not the description of a very cheap night out. It is actually somewhere you could go to sleep if there was one of the thousands of homeless and destitute living in the country's main cities at the time.
That's interesting.
If you lived on the streets and managed to make the money... so if these homeless people managed to barter or, you know, get a couple pennies during the day, they could stay on top of a wire. On top... Yeah, you pay for that. I suppose it's better than being on the street, you know, roof over your head. I mean, some people right now don't even have that option, you know, roof over their head. Maybe they need to do that again.
To reintroduce the 2-penny hangover.
Well, like, there's homeless people sleeping at night. Imagine for 2 pennies, they could just go, like 20p.
It's quite unethical, though.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them would rather sleep down on the floor.
True, now we have like sleeping bags and shit. But remember back in the day, what would they have? What do you reckon homeless people, they'd probably they're sleeping on the floor, just like straight, And
the streets back then were full of shit as well. Like absolutely full of shit.
Yeah, God, homeless people these days, how it's so easy. God, Ben, like why would you even say that, man? That's really insensitive, dude. Is that what you were implying?
Yeah.
Dude.
No, it's not,
good point though. There's a lot of shit. A lot of going around.
There was a lot of shit.
If you had like horrible diarrhea, everyone on your street would know it. Everyone on your street would know you're having a rough week as well.
Well, the walls were thin back then as well. So first they'd hear it.
Yeah.
And then they'd smell it. And then they'd see it on the street. Because fucking it's disgusting.
Yeah. Plumbing wasn't invented until like what, early 20th century, late 19th century? Could we Google when plumbing was first invented? That is crazy to think. Like, my granddad and part of my dad's life, they didn't even have toilets in their house. They had an outhouse in their back garden. They would go and take a shit or a piss. The rise... A little over 100 years ago, most of households in the UK did not have access to the indoor bathroom. Exactly, there you go. Like a lot of them were in a separate little room.
Back in the 1860s, toilets were extremely rare and households having their own water supply was even rarer. So in the 1860s, they did have like outdoor toilets.
Yeah.
But there were no indoor toilets.
1860s, okay.
Yeah, and I think before that, that's when shit was thrown out.
Shit, yeah. Damn. Yeah, before that, people were just kind of... messing around with it. Yeah.
So through the first half of the 20th century, that's when toilets were starting to be introduced into homes.
It'd be pretty weird though. Imagine you're the first guy to shit in your actual house. It'd feel a little like intimate. Like,
You feel like a king. It probably was the king, to be honest.
yeah. Royalty probably got that first, right? Yeah.
Is that why they call it a throne?
Yeah. Have you seen the South Park episode when they say like, "Oh, we've all been shitting the wrong way the whole time. You're meant to face the flusher." You know, like we sit away from the basin. You know, where the bit
So like how
flushes.
cool people like sit on chairs like
Yeah,
backwards.
yeah. Well, like we're all meant
yeah.
to shit that way.
Oh, okay.
Like, because then you have a little table. You know, you could read the newspaper, or you
Yeah.
could like. So they argue if that's how it was intended to be used. You know, because it could be used like you could straddle the toilet. You know.
I guess so, but if you're sitting down while flushing, your peck is going to get quite wet.
Yeah, I mean that's if you're sat the other way though. Surely, you're still getting a little. You're at risk of a little splash, right?
Yeah, but I think you're even more at risk if you're sat the cool way.
Oh, because there's more. Yeah, dude. Maybe even dick. Yeah, your dick would probably get a bit wet, dude.
Soggy, very soggy.
Yeah, true. Maybe you'd have to jump off that. That's a good argument, Ben. To be fair, you got a good rebuttal there, mate. We'll move on to this Cillian Murphy clip because this is like the epitome of like TMZ, like over-analyzing bullshit.
Why do you think Cillian Murphy stands with his hands in his pockets in front of Prince Harry of the United Kingdom? There is a historical event underlying Murphy's spiteful gaze. In 1920, during Ireland's War of Independence, the order was given in Cork City that men with their hands in their pockets will be shot. That's why the Irish don't like the British royal family. In this shot, Irish rugby player Ronan O'Gara showed the same attitude to the Queen and caused a crisis.
Right, that could
This
be
is how
very
the
much
Irish
true.
protest in
Yeah.
a simple but very effective way in their encounters or dialogues with members of the royal family.
This all could be very true, right? This all could be. But this guy is like fucking picking at eggshell. I don't know, man. Jesus. Have you seen Cillian Murphy? He looks at everyone like he just wants to kill himself, dude.
Yeah,
Like, that's how he look-
I saw a really funny interview the other day where he just completely dissociated the
Yeah.
entire time. He like the only like time you could realize he was actually there was because he blinked every now and then, but he was completely still, just
Yeah.
sat there like that.
Yeah.
Like,
But people love controversy and they
Yeah.
love that. Yeah. I mean, fair enough. You know, he's smiling there. But yeah, putting your hands in your pockets, man, you can't really do that. And I didn't even know that would be classed as disrespectful, you know?
I mean, I guess like towards royalty, you know, you got to shake their hand and that. I can sort of understand why it can be seen, but at the same time, it's comfy to put your hand in your
yeah, man.
pockets.
It might just be cold, you know?
Yeah.
Or if it's cold in Buckingham Palace and when I'm meeting
Yeah.
the Queen, I just want to kind of like, I don't want my hands to be there.
Well,
'cause
this isn't even Buckingham Palace. This looks like a fucking what's it called? A premiere or something. It must have been in London.
yeah,
So
yeah. No,
could
I
have been
know
cold
that's...
outside. Could have been cold outside.
Dude, I just realised I just said the Queen there like she's still alive, dude. Man,
Yeah,
maybe I'm
rest
still
in
not
peace.
over it.
Big ups.
I'm still not over that shit, man. Damn. It's just like having like a mother that's not there anymore, you know? Like she wasn't a big part of my life, but you know, she's not there anymore. And I think, you know, the woman we lost, you know, Queen Elizabeth, I'd much rather have her to Charles, you know? So that's maybe I'm not...
Do you think you'd much rather have her child?
No, her children are a bit fucked up, aren't they?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have her children.
I mean, she's the product of like hundreds of years of incest, isn't she?
Yeah, dude, you'd
Yeah.
know all about that too, you know?
yeah.
Well, I don't know how is Gibraltar a pretty inbred place? Dude, dude, I don't know how inbred my town must have used to have been, but you know, there's people, we have cars now,
Apparently,
people
everyone
travel.
with blue eyes is some sort of product of incest.
Dude,
That's a real thing as well.
shit, so me and you just kind of come from...
Me and your
that.
brothers.
Could be. Well, there's not many blue-eyed people, so maybe at some point we are.
It is
We
more
are.
rare, but yeah, I'll fact check that.
So, what, dude, you just told me I'm categorically inbred, dude. Is that what you just told me? Cheers, man. Thank you.
Sorry to break the news that way.
Of
but-
course.
Sorry to break the news on the podcast as
Yeah,
well. but-
why do you have to bring this up now, man? A
Yeah.
recessive gene had to roam around some small clan with a kiss of incest. Two copies came together to form a blue-eyed human. First of all, half the words in the first sentence I don't understand.
They
but-
got a thesaurus out before they
Yeah,
wrote this.
yeah.
They got a thesaurus.
and also, your source...
Of incest.
Mate, your source is Quora. Sorry, I'm not accepting that.
Well, there's a Reddit post as well.
Yeah, dude. But fair. I mean, blue eyes
Metro. Metro.co.uk.
Blue eyes are probably the most likely to be inbred. I will say that. Think about it.
Metro.co.uk says people with blue eyes all share the same ancestor, apparently.
Well, because it makes sense.
Keyword, apparently.
If it's a recessive gene, right, you've got to at least have sex with someone carrying it or showing that gene. So, yeah, fair enough, man. But you didn't really need to fluster me and like, it was. Could you at least tell me something like that softly and in time? You just kind of gave it to me.
Yeah, sorry. That's just what I do. I'm a giver.
And you seem a bit proud of your blue today. You're literally wearing all blue. It's like you're happy you're fucking incestual.
I want to show my bright blue jeans.
Just showing off your incestuous ways, dude. You need to be stopped, man.
I thrive in it. I thrive in incest.
I do kind of think you have a good vibe, though. I don't know if that's to do with your genetics, but you have, I keep you around, so you must be doing something right. But yeah, that is crazy. That whole TMZ thing, that whole picking up at anything they do, it kind of makes, like, when you look at it through that way, you understand Kanye West so much more. Like, you understand why he's just gone fucking insane. Right, and why more people, you don't see like more celebrities just go off the wire.
Yeah, journalism is just crazy. Like people just getting at each other's throats. Like
no, because you need you rely on that for money.
Yeah,
but then like you don't want to go too deep into that. Or I don't know. How would you feel if like cameras were following you? I'm sure the first week you'd be like, I'm the shit, but then
you'd
never
be shop
like,
anywhere again.
Yeah, the first week you'd be like, fuck yeah, get my good angle, but then you'd want to go to the corner shop to get a Freddo, and you'd be like, oh, this isn't good luck.
Yeah, exactly.
I think no matter where I got in life, I'd still want to do my own shop.
I would never get anyone else to buy stuff for me.
Nah, like I feel like I'd be pissed off if I shop at Waitrose. Imagine I shopped at Waitrose and then they just replace my shit. When people order their food online, they always just get disappointed.
We didn't have this, but we gave you this instead. It's like I don't fucking want this.
They need to sort that out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can. I've heard someone like scamming that way with shit, like because they know they order they order from the supermarket when they know they don't have the big crates of Coke in.
Yeah.
So this is their strat. They go, oh, I'll order 2 8-packs of Coke, knowing they have no 8-packs in. So then they have to give them the like 16 or 24-pack.
Oh,
dude. Now, not telling you to do that. That's what one of my friends have done, and I've not said to do that. Okay,
but in a capitalist society, the only way to combat it is to be smart.
Yeah. So, and to be fair, if you've gone to the effort to like go in, check, and then go home and order,
exactly.
Fair play to you, Susan.
Get that extra few quids worth of fucking Coke.
Dude, you're never gonna win. When you ever been to like the reduced aisle, like 6 o'clock at a supermarket? This is very niche now, but I'm always battling with those middle-aged fucking women, man. They're straight in there. They do not give a fuck about personal space. Do you know what I'm talking about? Tesco, they have the reduced section. There's always like 4 or 5 of them just huddled around, and maybe sometimes I have been a little rough with them. I could be a little bit more, but that's the only way to combat them. These guys know the times, they know when they reduce them, and I want a 50p sandwich too sometimes, I want that.
They can't be the only ones having them, Let other people get some sandwiches.
Should we up the energy? Let's have some celebration. Let's show some fireworks, dude. I want some celebrations. Let's celebrate, guys. Now, you've all seen fireworks go up, but this guy's kind of revolutionized fireworks.
He's got a different
This
idea.
is what like Harry Potter should have been. Could we have any sound, or is there no sound?
There's no sound.
See, this guy in a pink hoodie.
Sound.
Wow. He's got fireworks attached to his feet while breakdancing. So this guy's like a firework dreidel. A fidget spinner of fire. Man's a fidget spinner of fire. Damn! Just... Wow. And just go back to like the halfway into the video. You see the people around him freaking the fuck out. Look at these guys. Yo.
Well, yeah, that's because the fireworks are shooting out from him into them.
I mean, it's fine if you're him.
Yeah.
But the people around him...
It's impressive as fuck, I do have to
Damn.
say. This is why women have longer lifespans than men, though.
Yeah. Dude.
Because at any moment, his feet could just blow off.
You're not seeing any woman do that, dude.
No.
Fuck no. Yeah, it's always always some like man doing some of that shit, man. But I will say, I'm surprised because this is usually the stupid shit you see white people doing. I'm just gonna be honest. Usually, when you see fireworks go off, it's in Russia or somewhere in Eastern Europe. They're like fucking about. You always see that.
This is in the suburbs.
Yeah.
You know?
These guys have got like actual society around them. You know, they've got built infrastructure and they're deciding to do that. Wow, fair enough.
Fireworks on the feet in the street.
This is like something you'd see during COVID, you know, because like people just getting ultra bored, you know.
It's on the subreddit masculinity rocks. I think that fits pretty
Down
well.
with the music, you know.
Yeah.
It felt so American. I mean, fireworks. I don't think I've ever. I've never been the one in charge of that. I've seen some shit go wrong before, though. I know a guy that got hit in the dick with a firework.
Really?
Luckily, it was only like a 2-day injury. I think he's still on the field performing now, but he had to take a couple of days.
Out there.
He had to take a couple of days off. We were in like a back alley of like a terraced house like this, and it was just like late at night. And it's the thing of like when someone went to go light it, he like knocked it as it lit. So then it was like facing all of us, dude. And he was just the unlucky one that
He
reacted.
He embraced it.
Yeah, dude, he literally embraced that shit. He was a good receiver, to be fair. He took it well.
Oh, that's good.
He took it
Must have
well.
had practice then.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope he doesn't do that shit often. That is crazy. No, man, I think like this is way too cool, this video we just saw with this man, to be in England. You know, no one is doing it this well, right? More shit would have gone wrong if this was in the UK. I wonder even how he strapped them onto his feet. That is crazy.
Yeah, what is that? Is that like sellotape or what?
Dude had rockets, you know, fireworks strapped to his feet and was breaking it down so smooth.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy, man.
What is it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks,
dude.
It looks like he's just sellotaped it all up his leg.
Wow!
with
Look,
duct
he starts
tape or
hopping. He's like,
something.
"It's time to do the
Yeah.
shit." Rewind. Look, he hyped himself up. He's like, "Yeah, they're fine." Look at this little stunt he does. Okay, it's
Chucks the
time.
light away as well.
He's done this before, man.
He knows he's sick as fuck.
Dude.
He knows he's sick as fuck.
Wow. Yeah, this is the shit I want to see happen in my street, man. In the UK, you're just hearing about these like stabbings.
But why are you waiting for it? Why don't we just do this?
Yeah, if you could dance like that, dude.
I can.
Yeah, you ever? I used to do breakdancing actually.
So did I.
Did you? Nice, but only
I think
until I
that's
was
like a typical white boy thing.
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. Like black. Did you do it to like Black Eyed Peas music?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the whitest black music
Yeah.
ever. Like, did they like market their music? I mean, that is incredible. Like, if you wanted money, right, you'd market it to like white people who thought they were
Yeah.
cool.
Well, Black Eyed Peas is pretty interesting because their first album didn't have Fergie on it.
Okay.
They got Fergie later on, and their first album was actually really good. It's very experimental sort of rap.
Okay.
You know, then they got Fergie on, and
Right.
it sort of became like rap pop.
What remind me what Fergie looks like? Show me Fergie. But that's interesting. Yeah. I think the song I would used to break it down to was "Gotta Get That." Gotta get that boom boom pow the jig. Yeah, you know that song. That song, not gonna lie, made me corny, but it worked. It was marketed for
It was
me.
Fergalicious.
To be honest, it was marketed for kids like us.
Yeah.
Thought we were cool. We'd
Yeah.
go break dance when we were 12 or 13, and look at them. They made millions. Fair play to them. I see. So like this, she's not a random white chick. Of course, Fergie's fucking massive, but just kind of joined the group and made it. What?
Don't call her massive.
Oh, dude, sorry. Dude. Nah, she looks
My
quite in
opinion, she's
shape
pretty
there.
slender.
Dude,
Like.
look at that one from the Rolling Stones there. Damn. Jeez. Yeah, so Fergie back in the day.
Fergalicious.
Yeah. Yeah. But so you telling me she kind of joined the group and kind of whitified, kind of made it a bit more,
I think-
digestible to
yeah.
the white palate? Are you saying?
I'm not saying that. Don't quote me on that. But I believe.
No, but that's what the
yeah,
sales-
I believe that is exactly what happened though. They needed sort of. I'm Not diversity, because they were already very diverse.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like 2006. This
Yeah.
isn't like the 1980s.
But, I think they sort of needed an extra icon to sort of go along with their style. And
were there no hot people? Was there no women in Black Eyed Peas?
No. Black Eyed Peas was 3 men. I'm not sure.
No, fair. That makes maybe it's still weird. Yeah, okay. Needed some of that sex appeal.
Yeah.
Yeah, needed some of
She
that.
gave it.
Yeah, dude. She still does it. To be fair play to her. Okay. Yeah, don't they have kind of a white guy? No, that guy's not
No,
white.
I don't know if I think he's Native American.
Okay. I mean, there you go. Okay, so yeah, 2002. Yeah, this was a shit.
Should we investigate their ethnicities?
Nah, I think we're good, Ben. I
Yeah.
think the less said on their ethnicities, I kind of regret. Yeah, dude. But yeah, I was breakdancing. I used to do it in like the leisure centre, the local leisure centre my dad used to work at. So sometimes like my dad would work there, you know, he's on a shift and he's just trying to see his white son, just trying to break it down. But no rhythm there, you know. There's no rhythm in me. But I suppose like I'm allowed to say that I am stereotypically white in that way. I think I've always tried, you know, to dance. But I've never been told I'm a good dancer. You ever been told you're a good dancer?
I have actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude.
But I've been told that...
Was this a girl who just wanted to fuck you, though?
No. I've been told that I don't dance good, but I have style.
What, like the shit you wear?
No,
Or like...
in the sense that I can move good,
Yeah.
but the moves that I do aren't good.
Okay, can I play a little song and like just see? Can I play like a club thing? We'll get the club music going, and you just
See,
give me
club music
just
doesn't
sat
work for
down.
me.
Just okay. What do you want? Give me the vibe.
What I do is I twist.
Okay, give me music. Give me music. You can
See,
do. You can do this to me, Ben. You can do this to me. We're just gonna have a little dance off
I'm not a little
right now.
circus monkey. I'm not going to dance in front of you.
Okay, I'll give you.
I need to be in the right environment to do a little twist. But what I do, I can run it through you.
Okay, well, can I
twist
play
my
some music
hips.
to give this like? Let me set the
okay.
ambience for this. What type of
Okay.
music do you want, Ben? Like, you know, hey DJ, play. What are you saying to the DJ, Ben? You know, you're there in your bloody blue jeans, your blue eyes. You know, you're probably looking pale as fuck on the dance floor.
I get sweaty. I get sweaty, and when I get sweaty, all the colour just flushes out. Of me.
Yeah. So what's in that indie music? Yeah, like you're probably gonna be in an indie club. Okay, I'm just gonna non-copyright. So this is gonna be shit music, but you'll get the idea. Okay, you ready? Okay, got a little, but yeah. And then you can do it to me because I'm not being too club to you. I just kind of want to get the environment, you know.
I'll
you
show
ready? Dance. You need something else?
I need some twisty music.
Okay.
What's that song? I'm trying to think of that one song.
Best of indie dance, Ben. You get in there. This is the song. The DJ plays it, and he's like, "Yo, white boy, hit it to this."
I'll twist it.
Yeah. It's gonna drop. Yeah. Twist it. Yeah, the twist is like the one. Yeah.
That's what I do in the club.
Yeah, nice.
That's all I do.
I'm like,
I just repeat that the entire time, and then I get told that I've got good style.
yeah.
But it doesn't fit.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm doing that to Mr. Brightside.
But I think the compliment you're getting there is you're staying within your own lane. You're like, he's white, he's got blue eyes. The twist. That makes sense. You're not trying to do the Vossi bop.
Yeah.
You're not trying to whip it on
Or
Nene.
get any fucking fireworks taped to my feet. You know? I'm not that type.
Yeah, no,
I'm
you're
not that
not.
sort of guy. But
No.
like, you know, what I do is finesse.
Damn. I've been told that the thing that puts people off when I'm at the club with them is not so much my dance move, but more my face. I can't keep a normal face while dancing. So I will I'll be like I'll do like, I don't even know I'm doing it, but I do like cringy faces. And yeah, I'd say I
See, I did the twist on the pod. You got to do some
I will.
faces now.
Play me some music, Ben. Play me because
You've got Spotify.
Okay,
Up.
here,
Come on,
I will.
You pick your own
This is
song.
the song. Here we go. Okay, here's the music. Here we go. So hey, what's your name? How you doing? Yeah, it's a good song. Yeah, DJ. And I'd usually be like. So it's usually like something like this, you know.
Yeah.
But then like I usually like make eye contact with someone.
Yeah.
The problem is I make contact with it and then I'll be like, but it's a little too. I think the problem is I become a little too intense.
Yeah.
I never usually like that music because I'm drunk and I'm dancing to it like, oh, I love this music. This is it. Everything is now. I think I'm a little too enthusiastic. Yeah.
It's a bit too childish on the dance floor.
Yeah.
But that's sometimes what you need.
Yeah, I am prone to busting out the worm now and again. Now that is something I will leave, for you guys to imagine. Not yet are you worthy of the worm.
Can you do it after we finish?
Yeah, I'll show you.
Yeah, sweet.
I'll show you. I'll put on my own private performance for you, man.
I sort of see it in the same way as The Sims. Have you ever played The Sims?
Yeah.
So like when you keep speaking with people, that bar keeps going.
Yeah.
And then at one point you reach a milestone. Ice is broken.
Yeah, the ice is broken.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's some people where you could just be putting hours into that, interacting, but they're never really like, why is this ice never breaking, It's like, some people, it just doesn't break, and that's fine.
Yeah.
It's generally with, what's it with?
You don't have to click with everyone.
Yeah, I think I genuinely click more with people on the spectrum. I've been noticing more, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of been a common theme. But only like in the last 3 years of my life. So maybe I've just been surrounded by them. I don't know. I think us as, masculine...
What's that saying about me?
I think...
You asked me out of all people to get on the podcast. Do you resonate with me the most? Do you resonate with me being autistic the most, do you think?
I think we kind of have something there. We need to get a psychologist or just a person... a disabled doctor? What is the people who specialize in like diagnosing people? For sure, right? I don't know what you call it.
Like a neuropsychologist.
Yeah, we'll get them on the pod now for sure. But I think us, Ben, two masculine, very strong men, we like to think that we'd be able to fend ourselves against a couple animals. One of them animals which I'm 100% sure I could not fend myself against is a bear, right? And I saw this insane video on Reddit last night, and it doesn't turn out how you'd expect. I'll play the video and let you guys listen, but this isn't like any bear versus man video I've ever seen before. It's kind of shocking. Sorry for the awful quality, but for some reason it just not playing now.
I'll reload the page. Do you watch many man versus bear videos?
Oh yeah, I'm a big animal fighting guy.
Yeah.
Ever since YouTube was a thing, I've been watching animal videos. This is bears in a zoo trying to fight a man. A man is like lost in the water. He's swimming away from this bear in this enclosure. That's not the bear speaking, by the way. Jumps on top of the bear in the water and hits him with like a Khabib. Like, he's trying to choke him. Look, he's grabbing the bear by the head.
Jesus Christ.
And it looks like in water, this man is overpowering the bear. And look, the bear, eventually the man wrestles with the bear and the bear swims away. Wow. Now, my question is that bear just been so, in that zoo for so long where, he's lost his sharp claws, he's lost his temperament, he's like a man who's just been sat in his basement for 5 years, been handed meals, you become a little bit weaker, you're maybe not as strong.
Yeah.
Or is that man just an absolute beast?
Definitely a mix of both, I think.
Or is this now confirmed? If you want to beat a bear in a fight, you just jump in water?
The thing is, I think it's sort of shallow water. I think that's what's helping. But at the same time, fucking bears have adapted to water. They eat fish.
Yeah.
I've got no idea how he managed to do this.
I would have thought bears would be able to outswim, a man or a woman.
Like they're the apex predator, aren't they?
But that guy, imagine, he would probably getting some pussy that night, dude.
100%.
Any other night?
100%.
If I didn't,
This guy fucks. This guy fucks hard.
Dude, especially after this video.
Yeah.
Dude. Should we read some comments, what people are saying about
Do you reckon
this
is a stunt just for him to fuck?
Yeah. It's just a deep fake. He's paid some nerd just to, like, slay.
This dude just want to fight against a bear. If it wasn't filmed, no one would ever believe him. Again.
Yeah, true.
It's a stunt for him
Very
to fuck.
true. Because this, unlike the kangaroo video, there's a very phony video of a guy boxing a kangaroo, which is fake. This looks real, which is crazy. But yeah, lots of respect for this guy. I just would say, don't do what this guy did, because you're probably going to die. He looks unscathed as well.
Yeah,
like when
he came out on top.
Yeah. This guy somehow topped a bear. Like, usually you're the bottom. In a match with a bear, you're definitely going to get dominated. But this guy knows his way around it. Talking of bears, man, I recently learned about this new phrase, an otter. Do you know, in a sexuality sense, or to be more specific, a homosexuality sense, what an otter is, Ben? I'll educate you here.
Is it not a little furry animal?
Yeah, see, that would be in the animal kingdom. Now, if I hypothetically was homosexual, if I was an otter, I think I can sort of piece it together. So a bear is like, a hunky, big, hairy on the chest, like a masculine gay man.
Very masculine gay man. So is an otter like sort of smaller, slender?
You think, but so you have a twink, which is like a feminine kind of like as far as a female could go in a gay relationship. They're like the housewife, they're emotional, they're tending to the feminine needs, right? And a bear is that masculine, but an otter can transition between the two. They're not, like in a Venn diagram where there's that overlap. They're that overlap.
To be fair, you do get like some ferocious otters out there, animal-wise, I'm saying.
Can we Google why that is, though? Because it's bizarre. I actually learned this at work behind the till. This guy was educating me, and this really reminded me of how little I know about the world and in general, like sexuality. Gay otter, what is it and what does it mean? Within the LGBT community, otter is a term to describe a type of gay man. Otters generally have a lot of body hair, much like bears, but are smaller in frame or in weight, considerably less than bears. Otters are usually found in the vicinity of bears, and the two can often be found at the same meetups, events, and gatherings. Now, the way they phrase that is like all gays, just like they're always meeting up.
It sounds like an Animal Kingdom description, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Otters are usually found in the vicinity of bears.
It'd be like if David Attenborough was describing the LGBT community. Brilliant. Damn.
March of the Otters.
So I've actually got that a bit wrong. So otters are more leaning towards the bear side than a twink.
Yeah.
But yeah, to a lot of people, this isn't common knowledge. If you're not part of the gay community, you wouldn't know this. But they go. You even have an otter flag, dude. What the hell? They have. I'm sorry, but that's crazy that there's a flag of that.
Background of the term is necessarily intertwined with that of the term bear, which became popular in the 70s in San Francisco. Originally, all hairy gay men were seen as this way until the term was appropriated by larger people, with different terms being coined for those who are hairy but with a smaller frame. Later, many other categories followed.
Apologies for the such a niche kind of like word we're talking about here, but I think this is important just to kind of show the intricacies of the gay dynamic of a gay relationship, and how there's different categories. Because I think in some ways, a lot of people look at gay relationships and look at it as quite simple, because men are a little bit more upfront. They're a little bit more able to, there's less foreplay. They're like, oh, I like you, you like me. In a lot of situations, it takes less time for two men to procreate or, get together. But now, stuff like that, you're like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. It was just, I thought I'd let the people know.
It's pretty interesting. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, going from homosexuality to what I'm assuming is a very heterosexual man. I saw on was it Facebook, this video, this dad this. I thought I'd give you guys a little reminder of what UK TikTok is on about right now. Do you think that the length of a man's shorts tells us anything about what he's got underneath? It's interesting. Anyway, let's find out what this guy's doing. Let's see what this guy's doing today. He's got a little.
You challenge me to do the 3-point challenge. You buy them, I drink them. Here we go.
It's just another day for this guy. So we see a dad, 3 pints. He's just down the first one in what, like 3 or 4 seconds.
Easy. I could do that.
Really? You think you can match this guy?
Definitely.
You're a big. Okay, fair. And now the second one with ease, dude. It looks a bit painful, but wow. That must have been in like 15, 20 seconds. He's just down.
Oh, dude. Fucking hell.
There's kids are watching.
Dude, no, sorry for anybody who's screaming. I didn't know that was going to happen.
Yeah, let's add a little trigger warning in text before that.
God. So, yeah, that does make sense, though, down in 3. Like, if it didn't come up, I'd be a bit worried, you know? But do you know the record for the most amount of pints drank, I think, in a minute? It was set, like, 50 years ago. It is insane. If you look at like the amount of pints, it was set by an Irish guy, and then
of course it was.
Yeah, insane. Okay,
Most
here we go.
beer drunk in an hour.
Here we go, man. So before I'll ask you, Ben, like you say you drink, you can down a fair.
See, my problem is I can drink fast, but I can't hold it down well.
Okay. Right. So you could what? How many do you think you're doing in like a minute?
I could probably do about in a minute.
Oh, not a minute. Like you given an hour to drink.
An hour. Oh.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm good at drinking quick in one go.
Yeah.
In an hour, I probably could do about 5 or 6.
You're more of a
It's not too much.
sprinter.
But in less than 5 minutes, I could do about 10.
Dude, that is insane. So you're a sprinter. You're a Usain Bolt rather than a Mo
I could drink a
Farah.
pint of water right now in less than 10 seconds.
Okay, that's fair. I think I could do that, to be fair, mate. It's not impressive.
Less
at all.
than 5 seconds in.
But this guy looks like the record for an hour is, well, let's see. If you knock back 200 fluid ounces of beer in an hour next weekend, please do not. Don't expect a Guinness World Record. But even if Guinness still had that record, you wouldn't qualify for this. In 1969, 23-year-old Jack Keys of Northern Ireland downed 36 pints of beer. Jesus Christ. In 60 minutes. 36 beers in 60 minutes, dude. Damn. Those have to be so beers. That can't be a stout. That can't be an ale. You know when it's not fizzy.
He's
That's
not drinking Guinness there, dude. He's not drinking.
I
Guinness.
wonder that guy's like at night after that. 32 years of age. Easter's coming up, isn't
Easter's
it?
coming up.
Yeah.
You getting any eggs?
Dude, I've already like received so many eggs. No, I've eaten 1 egg so far, and I plan to eat 1 more. Me and my girlfriend are gonna do this little cute thing. She wants to get like an egg, and then create like ice cream balls with eggs.
Oh,
sounds fucking
sounds
good,
pretty
right?
lovely, to be honest.
That just sounds nice.
It's gonna be a bit annoying when it melts, though. Are you gonna hold the chocolate bowl
I don't know.
as well? Or are you gonna put the bowl in a bowl?
She's very like she likes the idea of things like, oh, that'll look cool. That'll be Instagram
I guess if you
worthy.
use the tin foil as a protector, that will probably help. But
it's very much does it look good, and then we'll ask questions later for her.
Yeah,
like
aesthetic over what's it called?
don't know what functional.
Yeah, aesthetic over functional. Yeah,
Dude, I legit get like compliments through me. People compliment me on my girlfriend's Instagram. Girls come up to me and go, your girlfriend's Instagram is like so aesthetic. Like I don't know how she does it, and like it makes me think, am I just like not really giving it enough attention? But I'm like, cool, that's cool.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just a bit jealous. I'm not like her.
I mean, yeah, it's the best of us, isn't it?
Yeah.
My girlfriend's got a better Instagram than me as well.
Guys, like, it is incredible. Any girl I talk to looks so much into, like, texts and, like, stories.
Yeah.
And then they don't understand that guys are just shit at texting and don't sometimes think about what they do.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I think it was one of my coworkers was saying, like, oh, I've got this guy, but he's got a girlfriend, and he's liked all their posts except the most recent one. Does that mean I have a chance with him? And like, I feel like there's a disconnect between like what girls think that guys are just like them on Instagram.
Yeah.
I think they forget that we're just so much more simpler and caveman.
That guy probably fucking forgot.
Yeah. Ever thought about that?
He probably slept in, missed the upload time. And
Yeah.
forgot to like it.
Yeah.
Happens to the best of us.
I think that's important when you start a relationship, putting that expectation out there, you know?
Yeah.
If you're dropping those texts 10 times a day, you got to be willing to do that and keep that up, you know? So maybe you know, when you're in that lovey-dovey phase, hit them with reality. Look, I'm probably just going to need 3 or 4 texts a day, you know? I can't really keep up.
Yeah.
Just kind of think that, you know? I think life is all about expectations and managing them. Hopefully you guys haven't expected much from this podcast. I especially don't. But I hope you've appreciated it. And Ben, I appreciate you being here today.
I appreciate you too, Eddie. Thank you for getting me on.
It's okay.
Appreciate it.
We will very professionally end the podcast, guys. We are on Instagram, TikTok. We've kind of been blowing up recently, guys. Check us out. We've got some clips going out there. We're not just a visual podcast. We are on Spotify. I really respect you guys listening to our voice.
Especially the Spotify users.
Especially when we
This
got
one's
like
for you.
2 hot men in the room. I really respect you from refraining to see our faces. But
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you do not want to see our faces, you can just listen to us on Spotify. Ed Squared Podcast, guys. All the links will be below, and if you want to find Ben and what he's doing, I'll leave links there too. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you next week. Nice little a little that wave, little
What, the ending?
the little wave was a little homosexual.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine.